All right, Coach, opening statement.
Really, biggest thing, excited about the win. Winning is always good, and it's hard. Very difficult to get victories, but at the end of the day, wasn't pleased with our play throughout the game. Probably the last 3 or 4 minutes when we were probably most effective defensively, being tough and then making plays down on the other end of the floor. And I told our guys, you can't come in, one, looking at records in other teams and then playing to the record of another team. We've got to be who we are for us to continue to improve and get better. And so that will certainly be our challenge as we continue to go forward. But we had some good things happen for us tonight, and we were able to make some good plays, but overall disappointed in our 40-minute effort, I would say.
So take me back to 2 minutes left in the second half. Your teammates connected with Edie and Ewing with 2 back-to-back alley-oops. How much of a momentum booster was that to a otherwise very shaky game?
Well, one, they came off of turnovers we created, and being a little bit more aggressive and locked in on the defensive end of the floor, and making those type plays and pushing the ball and getting more of an attack mode. I didn't think we attacked their pressure enough the right way tonight. And then we had some ill-advised shots. We get into their defense and guys taking shots that probably don't need to from certain areas on the floor. Our post guys need to probably be more locked in at the rim against a smaller team and not settling. And I thought we had too many opportunities tonight when we settled.
And Justin Hopkins had a pretty big game with 18 points and 17 rebounds. Describe his play during these past 3 games. How important was his hustle and his leadership been to this team this year?
Yeah, I thought the last several games, I think he's somewhat coming to his own. He's been plagued with a little bit of injury. I think it seems as though that he's back to 100%. And I think his aggressiveness, rebounding the basketball is something that we wanted to make sure that we focused on tonight. We were able to get 67 as a team, which is huge, really, for us. And he certainly played a big role in that.
Coach, you switched your rotation here tonight with your bench rotation. Coming off the bench, Kevin Granger Jr. was the first one to sub in. What was the thought process behind that?
Well, big thing is we needed more of a guys that was going to probably play their role more so than anything. We had other guys playing outside of their roles when they got in the game, didn't execute on the offensive end of the floor, and they weren't solid. Kevin know who he is. He plays extremely he plays to his team, and he sticks to his strengths, and that's where he play at. He roamed around the basket. He made good plays. He had big rebounds, whatever for us, and it was great to see tonight because that's another position that we've got to make sure that we fill in there. And I thought he stepped up and did a great job tonight. But other guys went in before him, but they were out of the game quick because I thought they were playing outside of themselves.
Coach, I only have one question tonight. How close were you to pulling every little hair that you have left in the middle of toward the end of the first half when it was erratic and guys were not so much out of their roles, but it was almost like they weren't sure what they needed to do on possession by possession.
Well, I think what happens is guys start playing outside of themselves and not executing at a high level. We had guys starting to settle, and that's what happened. And when you get a team down, you allow them to hit a couple of shots, whatever, they become more of a confident basketball team. I thought Mississippi Valley became a confident basketball team late in the second half, and we created that by some of the shots we took, some of the turnovers, ill-advised passes, and then getting back defensively and not having a chance to settle in. So they made a run right there before the half, which they came back out in the second half as a confident team that showed, because I think they scored the first 6 or 8 points there in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank you.